Rusty's Crypto Cave here. Just a short little update for a non-update because I didn't get a chance to work on anything yet just because life happens. But some things did come in. The fire extinguisher balls are in. My 8-inch exhaust vents are in for my Fruit and Associates kits, which those 8 inches are going to go in this area here. So right now I'm just going to line them up with the shelves that the ASICs are on. I have the 8-inch ducting in my basement from I was using the inline fans. The inline fans are still in my basement. I didn't bring those out yet. But I don't have enough time today to bang them all out. I want to try to do them all at once. So, but my short-term solution to my heat problems was remove the vents. So I took the filters. So I took the filters out. There you can see them. I'm going to add another row of intakes right here. And I believe, at least my hope is anyway, by isolating both ASICs, getting that heat exhausted out separately, should be enough to be able to put the filters back in along with another row of intakes, and I should be good. Worst case, if I have to run with no filters, so be it. I'll do it, but the game plan is to get the filters back in. Maybe I'll even look for a little bit less restrictive filters. I believe these are MERV 6. And I need to go to like a MERV 4, MERV 3, or see what's out there anyway, just to see what works, something helps. But when it was in the 80s the other day, the filters in, it was getting to 120 or so with the fans cranking, all 4 of them. And there just was not enough intake to cool the shed. But as soon as I took the filters out, it made a massive difference as far as temperatures and airflow. And you can even see with the door open, the shutters and the fans, I should say, are at least somewhat out. Because the fans are only at like a 3 or 4 right now. They're not very high. And it's 105 in here right now, which actually is not that bad, because that's at the highest point in the shed where most of the heat is. Rig temps are perfectly fine. Even when it was 122 in there, it was still, rig temps were fine. The fans weren't really maxed out on the Octaminers or the GPUs. The only GPUs I have cranked at 100 are the 3080 Founders, because those bad boys run hot no matter what. So I had those fans cranked at 100 pretty much at all times. You can kind of even hear with the door open, the ASIC fans are starting to spin down and slow down a little bit. But I believe with the AC Infinity inline fans, which I probably should order another controller 69 for those, so I can control those remotely instead of just having to be here on premise to control those. The Wi-Fi capability would be fantastic. The only thing my concern with those doing the AC Infinity inline route for the ASICs would be knowing what the temps are, because I probably would not be able to log in remotely to my ASICs from work or from my phone or whatever it would be. So if it does start to get too hot in there, to be able to kick the fan speeds up, or I just have to run it at a super high fan speed at all times. So I don't know. I'll have to mess around with it and see do some testing, see how it works. But other than that, that's probably about it for now. Actually, I plan on Wednesday is actually when my game plan is to actually work and stuff. I'm off all day from work. I had training seminars I had to go to all last week and driving, and that hour and a half, 2 hours each direction, back and forth every single day. And it really sucked, to be honest with you. So, and then when I did have a short day on Friday, I just caught up on some sleep. And the girlfriend's birthday was yesterday, and I did some stuff today with her too as well. So I didn't really get to do much. It is 10 to 5. I have a couple hours of daylight left, but may have had some adult beverages, so maybe cut some holes in the shed is probably not the best idea right now, at least if I want them somewhat straight. So I'll leave this up to work on Wednesday, and we'll go from there. So, but again, short-term fix though was, man, getting those filters out really helped the airflow. It's not too dusty in here right now. Just looking around, it's not really all that bad, so I can't really complain too much. But I do know this time of year is terrible for pollen. As you see, these are some of the folders and the clamps that come with the Fruit Associates kits. That one is for the S19. That one is also for an S19, but I am hoping, and it should, for all intents and purposes, mount up to the ID Lane KM3, or BMK3, I should say, just because they all have the same size fans, and we use the fan holes for the mounts. So that should work no problem, but we shall see. So Wednesday will be the next update with actual updates instead of just a video talking about what I'm going to do. So until then, we'll catch you later. Take it easy.